You're going to do the talking, right?
I'm getting out of this.
Roscoe's. Pretend you're Roscoe for a minute. Alright, we're heading off local again this morning. And just going to see if we can get a dewy. Day's looking pretty good so far. Weather's actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. Should be light winds pretty much all day. Apart from the small mishap with the esky. But forgetting that there was some bait in there from a week or so ago. That's solved. And we should get down to them early. See how we go.
He said, boy, stop running to the devil, baby, in the whistle track. Yeah, you're a fighter jet waiting for the dawn.
Where are we, Windsor?
That's a very stupid question there, Colin. But we're pulling up to a lump. Looks alright. I've fished it before and got some good fish. Showings don't look as good, but there's still definitely some fish on there, so we'll throw some jigs, or we'll throw a soft plastic at its face first, see how we go, and then otherwise we might just grab, there's probably some black arts or something on here, I'd say. But I'm just pulling up now, just getting that drift right down slow. As you can see, it's pretty nice conditions today, so nice slow drifts. Right, we'll have a look in there. That's not in the braid on the way down, so it's got the EP7F zipped up in the pocket for safety. You like shorts, mate, get around it. Safest shorts you'll ever wear on the ocean. In comfort and style.
Now I thought I hit the bottom there, but it wasn't until I looked at the sounder footage after that I realised I was still about 10 metres off the bottom, so it was a Dhufish taking a swipe and missing.
Oh, yep. No bullshit.
It's Dhubite.
Wow.
Literally 3 seconds.
That did barely even hit the bottom. Woo! I've got some big ass knots in the braid as well, mate. Easy to stick.
See him coming up on the sounder there.
That's probably the last. Might have one more in him. Taking up 20 metres now. Now it's got to be careful I don't pull hooks. We've done this before, eh? Right, what are we at? 20 metres. Doesn't feel as big as I thought. Had a damn good first run. Come over the side, mate.
Oh yes!
Not bad. Not a bad doing. Not bad for first drop.
Nice one, mate.
Jeez, he nailed that. Let's go. Not the worst first drop ever. Not as big as I was probably calling on the footage, but still good fish. And might not be out here that long at this rate.
So this line here is the soft plastic and the jig head coming down, and underneath here we have the fish. So you can see when the fish are about 10 meters away from the jig head, they actually start swimming up towards it. They can see it when it's at least 10 meters off. They swim up to it and then they actually hit it, or one of the dewies hits it. And I thought that was the bottom. I've pulled up and then I've dropped down again and bang, it's hit. From there, it's basically just been a fight. it swum down, it swum up, there's a couple of other fish around it, and you can see that I'm pulling it up, it's fighting, I'm pulling up, it's fighting, I pull it up here. So continuing on, it's gone for that dive here, and that was its last real hurrah. We started getting it up there quite nicely there. Goes for a couple of little head dips. Normally once they get about that sort of 25 meters off the bottom, they'll start getting a bit of barotrauma, and that's when you'll get that big last dive where they put in a fair bit of energy, but they're not really any chance of bricking you by that stage. You just want to let them have a bit of a run. Just make sure you're not going to pull hooks. Don't do anything silly, put your thumb on the spool or anything like that. Pretty much anything after this period here, you can sort of back off the drag a bit. It's just making sure you don't pull any hooks. And yeah, your rod and reel will do the rest of the work.
On video, alrighty. Second drop. Now we're on to another fish. As always with the Metro, sometimes it's a long time before you see anything else decent on the sounder. You start to sort of question, am I reading everything right? But then you see something and you go, that's what I've been looking for, and you have a drop. And yeah, we actually had some bait in the water and the jig down second, well the soft plastic down second. And yeah, pretty much just a couple of lifts off the bottom, then dropped down once more. And yeah, dropped it down that last time, and line was slack. Felt like I never hit the bottom, and I've got what I would guess is a Dhuys coming up now. I don't think he's a massive one by any means, but yeah, it's always good getting a couple of Dhuys Metro. Here it comes.
Nice one.
Like I said, nothing massive, but good Metro Dhuys. He nailed it. It's not many days you can feel it on the way home at 20 knots.